Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? Um, so yeah, how y'all doing? We just had a new episode of Doctor Who with the first episode of season 2 of the new revival on Disney Plus. Case episode, The Robot Revolution. This episode was actually directed by Peter Hoare and Russell T Davies. So before I get into, get my total thoughts on it, I need to ask you a question. We are for you. So what happened in this episode? Well, robots abduct nurse Belinda Chandra, whose ex-boyfriend Alan Budd named their system star after her. So anyway, what happens is some robots say, "Hey, we're gonna take you on our planet known as Belinda," and all that. And then the doctor goes up and say, "I will save you," because, she's taken away in a rocket to a planet named after her. Anyway. And so there are some things that I'm just say, okay, yes. Oof, shouldn't have done that. Because, yes, I was talking to my friend Mr. King about this, and yes, I can understand, when I was watching it, there's a sequence involving a cat. Yeah, writing wise, that was not a good idea. Really not. I probably, maybe, I don't really want to bring Giggles or Lillian right here, because if I brought Lillian here, she wouldn't leave me alone. But yeah, I am very protective of my cats. So yeah, there's that sequence to that. I gotta say there are some things I kind of like about this episode. And there are also some things that probably don't work. Well, I did like the fact that, at one point, the doctor makes friends with one woman on the planet, when the time period when they are waiting for Belinda to show up on the planet. I thought, oh, okay, well, that's, okay, some emotional aspect of it. But at the same time, I say, yes, it doesn't really work. Because, yes, it's showing, but at the same time, it's not telling. Yes, we understand, they have a bit of friendship and all that. At the same time, I don't really think it works forever, when you actually sit down to think about it. Because I feel like it would have worked better if there was a bit of a flashback, but at the same time, we'd be complaining, say, wait, why are we giving so much attention to this character? So in a way, it's kind of like a win-win-lose. Say, okay, we're talking about it, but at the same time, wouldn't it have been better if we showed the relationship as well, besides just, saying, hey, I'm gonna get you off this planet, and all that. Another little thing I kind of liked was, I really liked the robots. I thought the designs for them were pretty cool. They had, they were kind of, very much old school Who vibes. And especially the rocket sequence, I thought that was really cool. The are some things I thought, okay, this is rather interesting, and that, when it came down to it, Alan, who, or also known as Al, basically it's a character that is wanting to, marry Belinda in the future and turn her into a robot. So when it's actually revealed, is that it is Al, a guy that Belinda had dated in the past. So, and then he was one who formed the planet. And, he basically was, in the past, was the guy who ended up kind of controlling, Belinda. Say, hey, I want you to stay out late, don't want you to stay out late, blah, 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 because he proposed to her, and all that. But eventually, he is, at the end of the episode, kind of destroyed. I did think, the little cute little, shine shoes robot was kind of adorable. But yeah, eventually the doctor is able to say, hey, let's get you home. And all that. But one thing that happens is the Doctor lands in the our current time, 2025, but things don't seem to be going right. So now the whole story that's going to be trying to go through this season is the Doctor trying to get her home back on Earth. Anyway, so I guess this is my entire thoughts on this episode. Yeah, like I say, the cat sequence kind of really hurt it, and I hear like a lot of folks like about the BBC. I mean, not at the BBC, like are like really upset about that sequence. I'm feeling like there's gonna be a total re-edit of this episode come the future. Like it's gonna be say, hey, there's gonna be a sequence in which someone is like a shot of like some of the house destroyed, and then suddenly you see her walking outside. They're gonna probably completely cut that sequence out. Perhaps to save face. I don't know. But what's your thoughts on this episode? See you next time.